And I thought, God, you can't let him die yet because he's not saved. The nurse said that he could hear what people were saying, so don't talk about him. Talk as though he was included in the conversation. So I thought, right, Jeffrey, I'm going to say the sinner's prayer to you.
Earlier today, we had this lovely lady call in and she gave a donation. We have her on the line. She's in Balaclava, South Australia. Good evening, Yvonne.
Hello.
Good to have you with us. Matt, Jimmy, myself. Yvonne, you were sharing earlier today about Vision being an essential service. You've told us a lot more of your story, but let's just start with that essential service concept. Speak to that.
Oh, yes.
Why? How?
Yes.
What does it look like?
Well, I think Australia needs Vision Radio more than ever. Society is really disintegrating at a rate of knots, and, you know, there's going to be a time when they'll be looking for something, someone, Jesus, you know, and he's got to be out there.
He is out there.
Radio.
Well,
Hope. Yes, he is.
Hope is the provision. He's there. And I love the fact that, you mentioned the radio always being on in your home overnight. When your husband of 49 years was alive, Vision was able to infiltrate the Word and the Spirit of God in your home. What difference did that make?
Yes, I'm sure that it made a difference because Jeffrey did not want to know about this. He wasn't so much against God and Jesus, but probably more against me because I had God and Jesus. Uh-huh. But, in the end, I prayed about this Alpha course, that he might do this Alpha course. Mm-hmm. And he actually, amazingly enough, after I prayed for it, he did decide to do it. He didn't quite finish it before he died, but he did start it. And that was another prayer answered too.
Excellent.
Honestly.
You, I believe, were praying for like 35 years for his salvation. Now, that's a long time to pray. And I know when you're praying so specifically for something so dear to your heart, when you don't see it being fulfilled, 35 years, that can often cause just a little bit of discouragement, disheartening. But, throw out an encouragement to all of our listeners about giving up or not. Yes,
absolutely. There were times I wanted to give up, but I thought, it might even happen just around the corner. I can't give up. So, I carried on and, God came through big time.
So you were praying in a period of time when he was in a coma, he was on a ventilator, after a cardiac arrest, 3 days in the absolute wilderness. What did you pray specifically for in those 3 days with him and for him?
Yes, well, the nurse said that he could hear what people were saying, so don't talk about him. Talk as though he was included in the conversation.
Good tip.
So I thought, right, Jeffrey, I'm going to say the sinner's prayer to you. So I did. I did it very, very simply.
Wow.
And I didn't know it at the time, but my son also did that, and my daughter-in-law. And the next day, I'd prayed that one day, and the next day I went in and I'd say in his ear, Jeffrey, have you seen Jesus yet? Just to keep this momentum up. But yes, I'm sure that God did business with him when he was in a coma, and that he had, as you say, had cardiac arrest, and I thought, God, you can't let him die yet because he's not saved.
But when he woke up, you said to me that, hey, he said, I've accepted Jesus.
Yes, he said, I've invited Jesus into my life.
Oh, and awesome. Praise God.
Unreal.
So good.
Yeah. And your prayers were answered.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Hey,
It
Yvonne,
was-
we've got to go. We've got to go. But thank you so much for that awesome testimony. What a great testimony of God's grace. Thank you for your call. God bless.
Bless you, Yvonne. Bless you heaps.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
I love Yvonne's story there because she's talking about sowing seeds. And for her, it was 35 years of sowing. And the Bible talks a lot about sowing seeds, doesn't it? 1 Corinthians 3:6, Paul writes, I planted the seed and Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. And I think that Yvonne's story is for so many of us out there, and you may have a similar story. Your family, your husband, your wife, your kids might not yet have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, but don't become weary in sowing those seeds. Galatians 6:9, don't become weary in doing good. Because at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up.
Amen.
And so
Absolutely.
don't give up sowing those seeds. Your donation to Vision today could be that seed that will grow your own faith and help many others right across Australia grow in their faith too. The impact of your donation, you'll never know, but you're going to be giving good seeds into a soil that God's going to help grow. And as we help others look to God daily, your donation right now will actually help sow some seeds. You can do that right now by donating online at vision.org.au or plant a seed on the Vision Christian Media app, or you can talk to one of our friends upstairs in the tally or in the call room and sow a seed of whatever donation. It's all tax deductible and anything helps. Your seed will actually make a difference. 1-800-316-316.